Well, after last year's fiasco in Lubbock, it does feel good to beat Texas Tech here at home, get them out of the way, and move on. But I got to own up to something. Last week, or my last video, I said we're going to win big. I didn't see. I thought we would run away with this, and just own Tech, and they wouldn't have a chance. Hats off to Texas Tech, and hats off really to the guy of the hour was Taylor Potts, and he came in. I hadn't really got to see him play, and you guys who said that he was pretty much Graham Harrell, he looked better than Graham Harrell, in my opinion, and I think he will be. The dude was making some insane passes, and he knows how to run that offense. You can definitely tell he's been around the program for, I believe it's 3 years now that he's been around the program. Dude's been studying since he's been there, and he kept attacking the game, and he kept the pressure on, and we had to continue to answer in the second half. But in the first half, man, did we struggle on offense, and got to give a lot of props to Muschamp and this defense for holding Texas Tech to 3 points in the first half. No matter what Texas Tech team you play every year, they score points. That's what they do. That's how the offense is designed. Holding the 3 was great, but on the offensive side of the ball, our only points came from a field goal and a Jordan Shipley punt return. Colt once again had a very bad first half, and his second half wasn't awesome. He okay numbers, but he came out and the offense just looked slow. They looked out of sync, and I didn't see Texas Tech's defense really doing anything special, just containing and taking things away from him. And we didn't answer in the first half. So if it wasn't for our defense stepping up in that first half, we may be talking about a different kind of ball game. Second half, Texas offense came alive, and actually the third quarter really was more like a Texas versus Texas Tech, your usual game, which is offense scores almost every possession. So Texas had the ball on the opening possession, scores a touchdown. Tech gets it, touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. We traded 2 touchdowns each. Trey Newton being a big part, and what I liked, what Texas did do that I did like, was the running game. And Trey Newton, 88 yards, Nate Newton's kid, awesome for us. Texas had about 140 yards rushing, really balanced, compared to Texas Tech, who had negative yards rushing. They blew us out with passing because that's what Tech does. Couldn't run the football on us, had no balance, and so I think that's really where we pulled away on this. So, but yeah, and in the fourth quarter, Taylor Potts got them going for another touchdown, but we did a good job of keeping them inside their own 20 back then, but we couldn't capitalize. And Colt had a pick throwing it over John Child's head. The other pick that he threw was not his fault. That's on Malcolm Williams. Hit him right in the hands, and he popped it up, and it's a pick. Earl Thomas got a pick. That was great. So, overall, very pleased is not the right word. I'm happy that we won, but as you can tell, there's a lot of things this Texas team needs to work on. Now, offensive line-wise, I think we did pretty good today. I think Colt had a lot of time. And it's just, it wasn't even decision-making with Colt. I thought he made good decisions. It's just the passes weren't there. He was missing guys. And I think I agree with a lot of Texas fans. I think maybe, and I do know, Texas fans, I know that he had the flu this week or whatever, but he's not going to use that excuse, so I'm not going to use that excuse. Athletes have been sick and played real well, and he's the leader of the Texas Longhorns. So what he puts out there on the field, I'm glad that he came out and played as hard as he could, but he knows he's got to play better, and this team's got to play better because we have better opponents on this schedule than Texas Tech. And for the Texas Tech fans, for your team, I give all the props in the world to your team. Your team played awesome today, and they came out and fought us hard. And they proved me wrong that, it wasn't going to be a blowout. That being said, the fact that we didn't blow you out does not give you the right to trash on Longhorns because we didn't. I'd like to use some of the advice that some of you gave me in one of my past videos when I said Texas Tech sucks and trying to get you guys riled up, of not being an Aggie. What Aggies do when you beat them, if you don't beat them bad, they act like they won. 2005, I was at that game, and we didn't play well. Vince Young didn't play well, but we won the game. Now, I have no problem with the Aggies or the Texas Tech this year being proud of their team, the way they fought, and against a team that was highly ranked. But at the same time, to go up to Texas fans and act like you won the game, come on. That didn't happen. Now, I haven't seen Tech fans act like they won the game, but they sure have been acting a little boasting about, oh, yeah, y'all supposed to blow us out, but y'all didn't. That's our job. As Texas fans, that's our job to get mad at ourselves for not blowing you out. Your job is to be happy your team played well and hopefully you can get us next year because you still lost the game. When you go down to wins and losses, you still lost. So, but for all the Tech fans who did come down, hope you had a great time. We got UTEP next week. The epic non-conference for Texas continues. But yes, big time. Was it the revenge game we're looking for? No, and Texas did approach it with a very business-like attitude, a very Texas-style attitude. So I would like to see a little more emotion, not just from the guys, for the fans, but that's kind of how we do things at Texas. We're spoiled here. So Texas wins 34-24, gets the victory over Texas Tech, avenges the loss from last year, gets them out of the way, but got to move on forward. Oklahoma's looking pretty good, and Oklahoma State, they may be there for us in Stillwater. I got to go there, but I will go Oklahoma to this credit. They're taking care of business right now, and when it comes time to get to Dallas, I think they'll be ready for us. So Horns got to watch out. Texas wins. Hook 'em Horns. Texas fight.